Hi, how are you? Yeah, in my yesterday's video, I just spoke about what I did for past 1 year, and I created my own course so that people could live a joyous life, people could live a peaceful life, and people could be like always cool, calm, collected, and always could be at their awareness. Like in single word, if you have to tell, emotionally stabilized person. So just all these 9 courses are not yeah, they are separate courses, but still without learning the first you cannot come to the second. Without learning, understanding and learning the second, you cannot come to the third. Without knowing first and second, you cannot come to the fourth. It's like that. So directly from first to fifth you can't learn. Directly just in between fifth you can't learn. It's a course like that. And I just kept on thinking, what makes people go like they are not able to live what they are dreaming of. In the sense, what are all the blocking factors that stops a person from manifesting their dreams so that they can live their dreams in reality. So I really felt there are many things that makes a person feel like yeah, everybody wishes for this life, that life, everybody thinks I want to live like this, I want to live like that, but that is all dreams, but nobody has still lived as far as I know. So how can I alone live? So even I can't live like that. So in this single thinking of that point, at in a at one stage in life everybody thinks this. So the core inside this way of thinking I felt is people are depressed because of multitude of reasons, and because of their living their same day to day routine, and people are depressed because of they are not allowed to live how they wish to live. And the main thing I felt, which very strongly irritates me and which very strongly I get annoyed of and pissed off, is each and every individual doesn't see the individual who is standing opposite to them as a person. They also have dreams. As a person, they also wish to live what all are they are longing for. Instead of this person on this side loves their expectations more and more than to love and see who they are, that person who is standing in the opposite of them. So this person is, as this person loves their expectations more than that person as an individual, as like that person for what he is and what is his inner essence. So this person always wants that person to meet up to this person's expectation. That is where everything is going wrong. And when that person couldn't meet up to this person's expectations, let us keep person A, person B. When person B could not rise up and meet up to the expectations of person A goes frustrated, person A feels betrayed, and this person A feels emotionally they are shattered, because they kept on thinking that person B will fulfill and meet up their expectations, and because of this A has gone frustrated, that reflects upon B also, because this person goes very silent, this person becomes very distant, this person A becomes very cold inside, they become very silent, they are not calm, they are silent. All this affects the person B also. So the person B also reflects the same thing. They become very distant, they become cold, and they also are like very frustrated and shattered inside. They also feel betrayed inside. I trusted this person, I thought this person loved me, just because the person B keeps thinking all this, just because I couldn't meet up to the expectations, this person B avoided me, this person B became so cold, so what is the value of the love I had for him? That this, all this comes up, pops up in relationship. This is where everything goes wrong. So the core I found inside was all the problems, the center core was love. Everybody in this world want to be heard. Everybody in this world want to be loved without any terms and conditions apply. Unconditional love, yes. And everybody wants to be nurtured and cared and just accepted and understood for who they are, just, and not for the expectations of others. This is for each and every individual craves for. So I created this course as a construction manual of happy, joyous life. What this course teaches, I actually wrote segregated and separated our paths of life into 9 categories. So, and I wrote a book. It's a very little book, just a 74-page book, which completely contains the extract, only the essence of all these 9 books. And that is called a book which tells you how you can realize yourself, how you can understand who you are, and how you can live your dreams in reality. That book is Ask and Receive at Ease. That is the exact extracted essence of all these 9 books, volumes. And my first book is Create the Life You Desire in Easy 11 Steps. Many people think that they have to work harder and harder and harder so that they can make so much of money and they can be happy. A person need not have to be rich to be happy. Happiness comes from the heart, not from the money. Even though a person doesn't earn so much, he can still be happy. So many people doesn't know what their inner world, what they have created for themselves, creates the external world. And once a person starts to live in their own inner world, automatically it manifests in front of them. All the things, universe conspires and aligns for this person to create the exact outer world, what they are perceiving inside, what they are living inside, what their emotions are mixed up with, and that same exact inner world is created outside also. This is the truth. And many persons do not have belief and faith in this. That's why they are suffering. So these sufferings are mainly because of negative emotional entanglement in day-to-day life, and their energetic level, their liveliness, and so they just forget what is liveliness. Most of the people in society, almost everybody in the society are living how to fit to the society. That means like Darwinism was said long ago, and it was said survival of the fittest. But people are in this competitive world, people are fighting for survival of the fittest, like within the society. But nobody tries, or nobody even thinks, this spark doesn't even strike anybody, how to become the survival of the fittest of our own higher self. When this thought comes inside ourselves, we withdraw ourselves from this matrix and we start to evolve ourselves. And the one main thing I saw is people are taught generation after generation, generation after generation, and it's so deeply ingrained in our systems that we are taught to be loyal to our fears and not to our growth. So this 11 steps are nothing but, first thing is how to realize your own self, who you are, your authentic identity, so that all your external identity fades, which ground you were standing till now shatters, and you got to create a new ground with which identity, authenticity you have realized who you are. The second one is self-love. Unless you don't know to love yourselves, you can never love a other person in the same way. So love yourself so fiercely so that even others get jealous out of you. So third one is how to be like people are suffering so much because of they don't know how to forgive and forget things. They don't know, just because they are not able to forgive others, they are suffering. But people who caused them this hurt are not suffering. The punishment is for ourselves only. So let us learn to forgive them so that you can self-forgive yourselves and forget the bitterness and carry only the sweet memories. And the next thing is we have to learn to practice gratitude. Gratitude in the sense, if somebody does a small things which makes you very happy, if somebody does thing out of responsibility, and that day, that time, that particular specific time, what thing you needed is being met by this responsibility, you can show your gratitude. Don't always be like this person didn't do it with love, this person does only with, all the time. Don't go on for those arguments. Whether it's out of responsibility or whether it's out of love, they've done that to you. They have done that. Responsibility has come inside them as a how to tell you, as a sign of care, as a sign of affection. That's okay. If they don't know to show the affection towards you, that's okay. But learn to show the gratitude. A way of showing gratitude is by doing the same thing, and so and making them also happy with the same thing, and making them also feel gratitude towards you. So develop and spread this positivity and stay always positive. So, and how to practice a delightful mindset, how to meditate, how to bring the meditation into your day-to-day lifestyle, how to be in a delightful state of mindset always. And this love is not what all these people search, and the core of each and every person is love, and that is the highest frequency of the universe. And this love is not dependent on other person. First realize that love is state of being. It's always within us. So how to realize that? This all comes in my books. And many people are together physically. Are they together mentally? That is the question there. And the answer is no. If they would have been mentally together, there is no fear, there is no fights, and there is no emotional insecurity. So how to be emotionally secured? All this is there in my course. And the second chapter, like how to tell topic. First topic is create the life you desire. Second topic is live as how you wish. My life, my rules, my freedom. This very word freedom, everybody likes freedom, but nobody knows what's freedom and how to free ourselves from all the clutches we are into. So I've written about physical freedom, emotional freedom, spiritual freedom, and financial freedom. The actual physical freedom is financial freedom. Suppose even if we have financial freedom also, if we don't have the mindset, emotionally if we are stagnated, There is no use in being financially freedom. There is no use knowing physical freedom. Emotionally you are stuck. You cannot move. And same way you should know authentically what is right and wrong. If something, even you do something crap, something humbug, but you are happy about it, good. There is no right and wrong in this world. But the thing, if you are hurting others, even if you are doing something good and even if you are hurting others, it is wrong. Do something which you don't hurt others, which you don't use sharp words, which you don't penalize other person, which you don't blame other person. We are humans are very creative, very innovative. We create a whole lot of mess, whole lot of dirty and criminal ideas to punish our kids, to ditch our own clan, everything we do. Let us use our creativity, let us use our innovative thinking to how to do our things, what we wish for without hurting others. So, spiritual freedom tells you how to do things without hurting others. And in this financial freedom, I have just wrote about like how to get financially stabilized first. So, this is my second topic. My third topic is regarding spirituality and success. Many people doesn't know what is actual spirituality. People keep thinking and thinking and thinking for years and years, talking about God, praying God, worshipping God is spirituality. That is not spirituality according to me. That is prayers. That is your belief. Accept it. Nothing wrong in it. But spirituality means it should be your self-efficacy. Self-efficacy means which should run in your blood and bone as your belief system. According to me, spirituality and science both are entangled things. Science or facts which doesn't change for you and you and you. It's same for everybody. Spirituality is also same for everybody. It is not religion. So that each person, different person has different ideas and different opinions. So spirituality is science which we all have to know it according to logic and practicality, how we can use it in our day-to-day lifestyle. So with spirituality, how we can become success, what does success actually mean? What is the difference between growth and success? What are the parameters which measure and tell that you have become successful? All this is there in my course, Spirituality and Success. So next is my Health and Harmony course. Our health is in our hands only. I strongly believe in this. So first of all, we should know how our body physiologically functions and biochemically functions, and how our subtle body functions to give energy to this physiological body. And we also should know how our spiritual body, that is how our spirit functions to give instruction to the subtle body, and how to align the spiritual body, subtle body as well as physical body to be always healthy and harmonious. So if you are deceased, you should also know what is meant by disease in the terms of physical body as well as subtle body, and how to heal yourselves. What are the modalities of healing? So this is my fourth course, and fifth course is completely regarding meditation. How to practice mindful meditation, how to practice my mystic meditation, and how to know what your spirit is telling to you, how to bring this meditation always into your day-to-day routine, and how to be in meditative mode throughout the day, and how to be in emotionally stabilized condition, how to be emotionally self-mastered person, how to be always in delightfulness. Enjoy that peace and calm of delightfulness. This is my fifth course, meditation and delightfulness. My sixth course is friction-free relationships. This is what everybody are suffering, isn't it? So, first of all, know you are your best friend, and how to know that, how to realize that, what is the agenda behind you are your best friend. And the second most important thing is you are your intimate lover. Yes. So, this friction free relationships, what I have felt in this topic is, what I have educated people in this topic is, first of all, if you are in a relationship, you should know what all causes friction. You should know what all you have to cut out to remove the friction. And then you should know what all you have to do to be always friction free, how to work out your relationship and how to be for each other. Wedding is a thing, I always tell, it's not wedding, it's weeding. You always create a we, not I. So how to create that we? And I've spoken about soulmate relationships, I've spoken about karmic relationships, I've spoken about the most trending topic of internet, twin flame relationships. So this is all about friction free relationships. And then my next topic is financial abundance. Spirituality and success, I taught about, I educated people about how to be financially stabilized. This topic is about financial stability to financial freedom. So how you can become a financially freedom person, because financial freedom is physical freedom. It paves the way for physical freedom. If you have money, do anything, but always do it with authenticity and always do it with spiritual freedom without hurting anybody. Yes. So my then I've written about high divination tools. High divination tools is all about vibrations, quantum energy. These high divination tools are nothing but angels, crystals, tarot cards. How could you use angels to manifest your dreams? As well as high divination tool, how could you use crystals to manifest your dreams and heal yourselves? And how could you use tarot cards to guide you in every point of your life? And how could you use it as a spellcaster, manifest your dreams? And in health and harmony, already I have spoken about acupuncture and Reiki. So here I completely spoke about crystal high divination tools. I have spoken about angelic therapy, crystal therapy, as well as crystal is a high divination tool. And my last but not least, the topic, ninth topic is path of ascension. You finished everything here. Now you are like very evolved soul. You became like a master soul. Little brainy we became, and our mind got aligned. All thing we are set in a straight path. We are always in the midline. We are always balanced, emotionally stabilized. We are emotionally self-mastered person. All this agenda stuff over. So what we are going to do is how to live our life purpose. We are here to live on our life purpose and serve people, serve humanity, to bring a new world of compassion and bring a world where everybody are peaceful and joyous, everybody are happy, and this whole world is shining much more brighter day by day, and every soul shines its light bright. So this is a path of ascension. Who all are along with us, we educate them, we help them evolve and transmute their darkness into light, and how to become their own best version. And actually this path of ascension includes your basic knowledge, knowing about what is karma and what is dharma, how you could shift from karma to dharma. So, how you can always travel in the path of dharma and make all your negative karmas vanish, burn and burst and blash all your negative karmas and create positive karma and keep on proceeding forward and marching forward towards your dharma. And you stand, only stand strong and tall in your path of dharma. And this is all about the 9 courses. So I hope you like all my 9 courses. So this is why I said you cannot skip one course and you cannot go to the other course. One second. I hope you can see. You can see. This is my 9 courses. Create the life you desire. Live as how you wish. Spirituality and success, health and harmony, meditation and delightfulness, friction free relationship, financial abundance, high divination tools, and the 10th one is and the 9th one is path of ascension. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.